Welcome to the Discovery Islam channel, where we take you on exciting journeys to discover the secrets of Islam and its sublime teachings. If you are a fan of knowledge and contemplation, do not forget to support us by subscribing to the channel and activating the bell to receive all new updates. Our journey begins now.
The faithfulness of the Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, before the mission. The Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, was an example of honesty and truthfulness even before he was sent as a prophet. He grew up in an Arab environment that valued good morals, but he excelled his people with his high morals that distinguished him from others. Muhammad bin Abdullah was born in the house of Abdul Muttalib and became a young orphan. He was cared for by his grandfather Abdul Muttalib and then his uncle Abu Talib, who knew about him integrity, courage, and honesty in word and work. One of the most prominent things that the Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, was famous for before the mission was his nickname given to him by the people of Mecca. The truthful and the trustworthy. He was trusted by everyone in Mecca, to the point that they would entrust their money and trusts with him. This confidence was evident in the incident of placing the black stone when the leaders of the Quraysh disputed over the honor of placing it in its place. So they agreed that their arbiter in this matter would be Muhammad, may God bless him and grant him peace, because of his known justice, wisdom, and honesty. In the field of trade, the Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, was an example of an honest merchant. When he worked in the business of Mrs. Khadija, may God be pleased with her, he was honest in his dealings and honest in his trade. The faithfulness of the Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, after the mission. After God honored him with prophecy, the faithfulness of the Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, became clearer and clearer in all areas of his life. He was faithful in conveying the heavenly message without any addition or subtraction. The Quran was revealed to him, and in it is the Almighty saying, "Indeed, it is we who have sent down the remembrance, and indeed, we will preserve it." Al-Hijr 9. And the Prophet conveyed it honestly and sincerely, without fearing the blame of a critic. He warned his companions against concealing knowledge or negligence in preaching, stressing that honesty is the essence of religion. His honesty was also evident in preserving people's rights and money, even with those who were hostile to him. When he decided to migrate to Medina, he asked his cousin Ali bin Abi Talib, may God be pleased with him, to return the trusts he had to their owners, even though many of them were polytheists who opposed his call. The faithfulness of the Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, after the mission was a way of life that reflects complete commitment to the teachings of God Almighty, which made him the first role model for Muslims in all their affairs. The faithfulness of the Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, was one of the most prominent reasons for the success of his call and the spread of Islam. People trusted him, even his enemies, because of his honesty and sincerity. When he announced his call, many people believed him without hesitation, because they knew that he had never lied in his life, so how could he lie to God? His honesty in conveying the message made people see Islam as a religion based on high moral values. The Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, was keen to implement what he preached, to be a practical role model for his followers. This practical commitment to honesty attracted people's hearts to him, as they began to see in him a model of a complete human being who practices what he preaches. Honesty was one of the foundations of building the first Islamic society, as it contributed to achieving trust among people and promoting justice and equality. Thanks to it, Islam has become a global religion embraced by millions around the world. Imitating the faithfulness of the Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, is obligatory for every Muslim. It is not just a moral characteristic, but rather an act of worship and a basic value in our true religion. Islam encourages honesty in all matters of life, from preserving the rights of others to assuming major responsibilities. In our current era, commitment to honesty is a key factor in achieving renaissance and progress. Societies that value honesty flourish, while those that neglect it suffer from corruption and collapse. Therefore, we must make the faithfulness of the Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, a role model for us in our daily lives, whether at work, study, or social relationships. In conclusion, the faithfulness of the Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, remains an eternal lesson for the Islamic nation, reminding us of the importance of possessing this great quality, to achieve the satisfaction of God Almighty and to build a society based on morals and values.